All right, in this video, I'll be doing the Chapter 5, Lesson 4, Work Together problem, which can be located on, let's see, page 146 of your textbook. But the first thing I'm going to do is point to the fact that we are starting with a petty cash report. The steps for completing the petty cash report are on page 143 of your textbook, so you could follow along with them there. Or you can watch this video and I'll take you through the steps. So step 1 is write the date. According to our problem, the date is November 30th. So I'm just going to type in 11/30 of 20 because I'm doing this in 2020. And then secondarily, the custodian name, that's you. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign it with my name. Your name would go there first and last. All right, step 2, write the fund total from the general ledger. Our problem says the amount is $200. So that $200 would go at fund total right here. We could make it dollars if we wanted to. Okay, step 3, summarize petty cash slips by total for each general ledger account. So the ones that we had were, let's see here, postage expense and miscellaneous expense. So then up here we would write in postage expense, and we'll fill that dollar amount in 24, and miscellaneous is 20. And there again, I can certainly come in and format those as dollars if I want to. All right. Step 4, calculate and write the total payments. So here's our total payments, and the calculation for that, of course, is just adding these together, which I could do in my head is 44, or I can type in equals. I can click on this cell, plus click on this cell, and obviously these ones, if they had amounts in them, would be there as well. So now we've calculated our total. Now calculate and write recorded amount on hand. So recorded amount on hand would be equals this up here, the 200 we had, minus what we paid should be 156. Our actual amount of cash in the cash box is 154. So that's our actual amount on hand, which is step 6. So we'll go ahead and write that here. Oops. And then this cash short and over is a subtraction of that amount. So we would do equals this amount that we calculated minus this amount. And it is short. It's a positive number. If it's over, it would be a negative number. And it is short, which is normal. And you hope it's exactly on, but short is more common than over. All right, the next step in the deal is to figure out the total amount. Actually, this just carries over. We didn't do that before, but it does. And then cash short and over, we carry that over, or equals this, and this one would have been equals this. So this amount, the total amount to replenish, is just adding those together. Equals that plus that. $46. That is important. that's how much our journal entry will have to be for. Okay, so we did prepare the petty cash report. We're now finished with that. Now we're going to journalize the following transactions related to petty cash during November. And it said use page 22 of the journal. So guess what? We'll just fix this. Say page 22. All right. The abbreviation for check is C. So on November 1st, paid cash to establish a petty cash fund of $200. Check number 64. And we know it's 200. We'll have a debit and a credit. And this was on November 1st. So we'll type in November 1st. And then establishing a petty cash fund. If you want to look back to page 140 of your textbook, it is there. And obviously first we would write the date. Now we've got to figure out our accounts. So we are going to debit the account petty cash, which is an asset which is increased by a debit of $200 to create it. And our credit will be to the cash account because we paid check 64 to establish this petty cash. So now we've got a petty cash fund, $200. And now our next journal entry says paid cash to replenish the petty cash fund, $46. $46, right? Okay. Check number 86. So this is on November 30th. Some time passed, so we've got some grayed out area. We don't know if we're still on the same page. Maybe we are. We'll go ahead and type that in anyway. And it said it was check 86 that we wrote. So we pretty well know that our credit will be cash, but we'll get there. And now our debit is going to be tricky, right? Because we have to debit all of the expenses that happened here over the month. So we have postage expense, miscellaneous expense, and we also have cash short and over because we did not come out exactly right in our cash box. So we'll go ahead and we'll debit postage expense and we'll debit miscellaneous expense and cash short and over. And all three of those were, let's see, how much were they? $24 and $20 and $2. So the total of our debits must be the total of our credits. And then this one was $46. This is the first time you guys have seen these entries with multiple debits to go along with a credit or vice versa, but this does happen quite a bit in accounting. It's just we're moving on. So these three debits equal the amount of this one credit in this entry, so we're still good. Debits and credits equal. And that is how we would replenish our petty cash fund. We would, by the way, this was cash. And notice, really important here, we never actually touch the petty cash account again. It just stays at this $200 all the time. We just write another check for some more cash to replenish that fund once a month. And we want to do this every month so that our expenses in these accounts are in the month in which they're incurred. We wouldn't want to wait too long to replenish petty cash. And of course, you could replenish it more than once a month if you happen to run out for some reason. Mailed a lot of letters, I guess. Okay, so that is the work together problem. And I'm going to let you do this on your own by yourself. So good luck.